Hello everyone and welcome back to my true crime channel. I hope you're all well. Today I want to go back through the circumstances on the day that Summer Wells disappeared, talk about what may or what may not have happened at that watering hole, and give you my thoughts and views on what I think might have happened. Summer's case is a true crime case that has truly captivated my heart. Summer Wells is in my thoughts every day. I'm always trying to figure out what has happened here. If you're new to my channel, I'll start from the beginning and say that I've always suspected the parents had guilty knowledge. That doesn't mean they hurt their daughter, but what it might mean, in my opinion, and it's, as always guys, it's just my opinion, is that perhaps there was an accident that was covered up, and from the start of this case, I always believed the accident occurred at that watering hole. So from the beginning, when I heard the circumstances surrounding Summer Wells' disappearance and I heard Hunter's interview, I have to be honest with you guys, I always believe what Hunter said to Chris from the interview room. I never believed a word that came out of Candace's mouth. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. The more and more I think about it, the more I wonder, was it really an accident that happened at that watering hole? And now I am starting to wonder, could it be something to do with Don? I had always thought he was at work. Maybe for the whole day, maybe not. Although we know he was seen by two of his work colleagues commenting on why he took the new car, the new Subaru, into work, especially as he works as a drywaller and it would get very dirty. So we already know that. So he did go into work, but I've never been too certain on whether he was there all day, what time he gets there. Even Don can't remember. Let's face it, when asked about that recently in an interview that he gave to another channel on YouTube, he said he can't remember what time he got to work and that he may not or may have had breakfast. And when he said that, he was talking about stopping for breakfast. I'm pretty certain on the day of your daughter's disappearance, which is going to be a memory that's imprinted on your brain for the rest of your life, especially if she never shows up again, you'd remember whether you stopped for breakfast. I've said in other videos that you may forget what it was that you got for breakfast, but you definitely remember. So I'm still weighing up whether Don is involved, but I got to be honest, I am still veering towards an accident at the watering hole. And I've always wondered, did Summer tragically drown, or did Summer bang her head and have an accident? Or there are many people that think out there that she was left in that car for too long, and potentially by the time she gets back home, after her mother Candace drops Hunter off, she's perished. Now obviously I hope that none of those theories are true. I want Summer Wells to be found safe. Those are all horrific theories. I hope none of them are right, but the milk jugs photo has never added up to me. The whole video and is her arm up and whatnot, that never added up. The voice doesn't really sound like Grandma. A lot of people think it's Hunter. I'm not saying it is, but it doesn't really sound like the voice of an older woman. So it is weird. Can't be certain who took the video. Hunter claims he wasn't there. Perhaps it is the grandma and her voice just doesn't sound as old as some women her age's voice would sound. And I'm not being ageist, I'm just saying she may have a young sounding voice, but a lot of people don't think it's a woman, they think it's a man's voice, whether young or old, they don't even think it's a woman. So it's hard to know why the video was taken. Was it taken by mistake, or was it taken on purpose? Now going back to whether someone was left in the car for too long, I don't buy that, as Hunter says he was there with her. But what is disturbing is that Grandma and Candace were in the store for, according to Hunter, around an hour. That is quite a long time to sit in a hot car. Hunter claims that Summer was fine after this, so hopefully that isn't what happened. I do wonder if her going under the water for too long whilst swimming, as Hunter reported in his interview that he did with Chris, is that what's happened here? By the time she gets back home, she has passed away from an accident at that watering hole. Obviously, I don't know what sort of accident. Nothing may have even happened there. But the whole day of her disappearance has never added up to me. The parents' events are just so far-fetched. The fact that someone else that was there doesn't agree with what Candace said, i.e. Hunter, has never sat well with me. Nothing in this case adds up. And as I've said in my other videos, guys, it just keeps getting more confusing by the day. So what do you think, guys? Do you still think it was an accident that was covered up? Have you never thought that? Do you think the parents are innocent? Please share your views with me. I love knowing what you think. I love reading your comments. I love us all discussing this case. It gives me hope that it might be solved. Some of you guys have come up with some great theories that I haven't thought of. You've spotted things that I've missed. There are so many interviews that the parents have given, especially Don. It's quite hard to keep up with them all, although I do my best on a daily basis. But the fact that Don does interviews on almost a daily basis can make that quite difficult for some people to keep up with a case. That's why I enjoy reporting on it. It's a case that's become extremely close to my heart. Summer Wells is in my thoughts every day. I hope her parents didn't hurt her, and as always, I hope I'm wrong in my assessment of them. Going back to Hunter, I don't want to talk about Hunter too much because I believe he's an innocent boy, and I just want to point that out. I don't think he was involved in Summer's disappearance. I know some people have claimed that he was, or that they think he was. I've never thought that. I've never bought what the parents said. Them talking about their daughter in the past tense from day one, from the first interview that they gave within a few days of Summer's disappearance, has never sat well with me. I know some people do talk in the past tense, not because they've processed to death, but the fact that they repeatedly did it and then had to correct themselves, especially Don, has never sat well and has always raised huge red flags for me. So I've recently done another video where I've gone through the theories in this case. I mean, obviously the accident or some sort of accident at the watering hole is potential. It could have happened because Candace and Hunter were off doing something, messing around, watching TikTok videos, whatever they were doing, and Summer wasn't being watched. I've never believed that the grandma was down there. I'm not sure why. It just seems a bit of a fabricated story. I don't feel an old woman, well, she's not that old, but a grandma with a bad knee would walk down that bit of land that you had to walk with, that you saw on Chris's interview with Candace, to go to that watering hole. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. But as always, guys, I could be wrong about that. And then going back to the grandma, I mean, God, her disappearing for the last couple of months has been a big shocker. I know she had reasons for going, unwell relatives or something along them lines, but when your granddaughter's gone missing, your daughter's daughter is gone, I would have thought you'd want to stay and support your daughter. I mean, obviously the grandma's relatives might have really needed her help, so we can't judge on that. I just hope the grandma's all right. I've often wondered, could Summer be stashed away with that grandma? Maybe because the parents were aware that the CPS were looking into them, looking into, you know, the fact that children weren't being looked after properly. Were they aware that they were coming out to visit the family? Who could say? But what the best scenario would be here is that Summer Wells is safe, she's out there with someone, and she's not come to harm. Well, I'm going to be spending some time over the next week or two going back through all of the parents' statements, putting together a few different videos, especially trying to look back at all the past tense references from the parents and some of the earlier interviews, just to try and look back at this case from the beginning to see with fresh eyes if there's anything else that I can spot. Thank you all to my new subscribers. I just wanted to say a big thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. I'm so happy that you've joined my true crime family. I really hope you're enjoying my content. I'm really enjoying reading your messages and your comments, so please keep popping them below. Let me know what you think happened to Summer. Do you think she's going to be found safe? I'm praying that she is going to be found safe and that this case will soon be solved. Well, as always, I hope you're all well. I hope you're taking care of one another. I hope you're having a great day. And as always, I will be back very soon with you with another true crime video. Bye for now.